What's going on? All right. So, if you saw my post earlier, I said that I was going to be doing card reading based on your birthday and telling you about who you are, what you are, your shortcomings, your challenges, your power, your strength, for a sense of self awareness and self understanding, to make life easier for you. Now, if you didn't see that post, you can scroll up and check the post out from earlier. It's day 191. Um, so today's birthday is the Five of Clubs. So if you are born, now I'm gonna put this card here so that you can remember what your card is. Now, if you see that I'm looking off or I'm reading elsewhere or looking elsewhere off the camera, it's because I'm reading from my notes. This way, I make sure that I touch base on everything and that I haven't forgotten anything. Um, so if your birthday is today, May 27th, or your birthday is March 31st, April 29th, June 25th, July 23rd, August 21st, September 19th, October 15th, November 15th, and December 13th, then this applies to you. The Five of Clubs is your birth card. Now, if you were born on any of these days, including today, May 27th, the Five of Clubs is the card of a seeker of truth. It can mean a change in consciousness, plans, restlessness of mind, as well as travel or relocation. Now, a general overview of what this card means for you, if this is your birth card, it means that you have flexibility and energy. This is why you know how to quickly get involved in business. Savvy and adaptable to any environment, you strive to explore new ideas or try out a variety of approaches to life. You learn quickly, and you can learn a lot not only from luck but also from mistakes. While you will benefit from the speed of your reactions, don't let boredom or confusion breed discontent in your soul. And don't throw your energy in all directions at once. To avoid doubts, you need to work on your talents and bring them to life with consistency and self discipline. However, the need for spiritual support suggests that you are better off pursuing a career in fields that offer diversity, dynamism, and intellectual activity. The Five of Clubs changes can be fleeting or they can become fundamental depending on which planet this card is on. It often means changes in plans for the future. On the negative side of Five of Clubs, which means on the negative side of who you are, the card can mean one, excessive skepticism, and two, disbelief. If you focus too much on your problems, then you may lose faith in yourself and not find your own place in life. Five of Clubs is one of the most troublesome cards in the deck. You can go over periods of anxiety and changeability in consciousness. If you are a woman and your card is the Five of Clubs, often you have stressful times carrying a first baby because they may not be sure if their partner marries them and continues to support them. They feel that their husbands are cheating or not too serious enough about the relationship. But on the other hand, you usually stay married and supported even though you feel victims to your material life are often very protective. Men often can be childless, depending on how lucky they are with their wives. Also, men could have a baby on the side while the woman keeps trying to use them for the money. I knew a woman who was a Five of Clubs who was constantly making money and paying to support her younger brother and her mother. Her energy was enough to look good and make money, but she wanted more and she ended up having a friend whom she loved living in another country, taking care of her properties and her making money using all means. She died young because of cancer, but thinking of her dreams to live a happy, wealthy life, this never came true. For women, health can be an area that requires constant attention. The worst situation is if a young man, who is a Five of Clubs, tries to help bad women. This can bring him in trouble for 25 years or the rest of his life. I know one huge case when a man who was a Five of Clubs helped a prostitute who ran away from a madhouse and killed her madman. He was blamed for the crime he did not commit and was jailed. The attorneys lost their licenses who went against him. Technically, all he did was he got a gang for a prostitute to protect herself. It could be very likely if you look for Ace of Spades, which is actually my card. I am the Ace of Spades. Um, in Mars and Venus. All the stories of the extremes, which may never happen if you focus on the positive traits of personality and avoid extremes. If you are a Five of Clubs, you have an innate curiosity that prompts you to take major changes. It could be a gift or a curse, depending how clear you are about your goals. In personal life, the biggest changes occur in your personal life thanks to the Five of Hearts as your karmic card. It makes your family life a challenge because you constantly think that your partner does not love you enough regardless of your beauty. Five of Clubs makes you very brave, sometimes reckless. and you like to be engaged in various searches and research. But at the same time, you could run from all obligations and people like the plague, and you dislike giving any promises. When you are sure of yourself and have no self doubts, you easily adapt to a variety of conditions, move to a new home, change your lifestyle. You face many controversial situations and responsibilities because of your Saturn card, which is the Five of Spades. Only Five of Clubs have secret love. Often, Five of Clubs have secret love relationships. You may be indecisive in choosing a partner. All this thanks to the Ace of Spades, again, which is my card, as the Venus card. It also means that you are very introverted in connection to your relations. You keep your relations in secret. You often become rich because of the Seven of Diamonds is your Jupiter card. Be aware that you can become shopaholics because of your anxiety and unfulfilled love dreams. If you think you are cheated, you find pleasure in excessive food consumption, more rarely drinking. You need to avoid gambling or invest in any risky business. And if you do, you often lose money. So learn to spend your money wisely. You often have a talent in sales and negotiations. If you are born in sign of Gemini or Virgo, then in addition, you have a special power of suggestion and a unique way of expressing yourself, which will bring great success in the field of trade and mediation. You always need to keep your curiosity up and continuously learn. Otherwise, you may turn into skeptics who do not believe in the power of dreams. You can be very argumentative at first and seem stubborn, but over time you are able to accept your opponent's points of view without imposing your ideas. As you face life lessons, you start developing interest in spiritual knowledge, which will help you achieve harmony and satisfaction. You may even look for a spiritual teacher or mentor. You can seek me if you need one. Five of Clubs, solar denomination is 18, letter denomination is R. Your planets are Mercury, and your element is air. You need to learn to turn your restlessness and constantly changing views and thoughts into your benefits. In a positive aspect, you tend to adapt while never giving in to your intellectual development. The changes that constantly occur in your thoughts, desires, plans are part of your life. In a negative sense, you may be absent minded and unable to concentrate because creativity divides your attention. Now, this goes into a lot more detail, but this is just the basics. If not, I could read on forever, and nobody has that kind of fucking time. But this is your card, Five of Clubs. Again, this applies to your birthday today if it's May 27th. And if today's your birthday, happy birthday, by the way. It also applies to March 31st, April 29th, June 25th, July 23rd, August 21st, September 19th, October 17th, November 15th, and December 13th. So I hope you found this information. I hope that this helped you out a little bit on your journey in life. I hope it brought some understanding and self-awareness to you, Five of Clubs. If you want or need any more information, if you want me to go deeper, feel free to reach out to me. Follow me at Edispade. I'm Edispade on everything. I hope you have a blessed day. Happy birthday. And tomorrow I will read the Four of Clubs.